very briefly about Wärtsilä, if you haven't heard of us or don't know about us. We're a global technology company, specifically a manufacturer of power generation equipment for the power plants, the marine markets. About 1 out of 3 ships floating on the ocean has a Wärtsilä power plant. And we're about a $7 billion company with 17,000 employees worldwide. So our view on the optimal electricity system of the future has 3 elements, 3 primary elements. It needs to be affordable, going back to Thomas's statement about pragmatism. It needs to be sustainable, and it absolutely must be reliable. Reliability can't be compromised. Now to drive down a little further into these elements, what do we mean by affordable? Well, one element of that is low volatility, or at least less volatility. It needs to be locally managed and needs to use low-cost fuels. It needs to have a competitive cost of production, certainly a competitive cost of acquisition, and it needs to have high efficiency. The ideal generation system also needs to be optimized for dispatch. It needs to have the capability to respond quickly and respond potentially to signals from electronic systems, even on the demand side. It also needs to be modular. So rather than having a giant central station approach, having the ability to start out with a small investment potential, a small amount of power, and be able to easily increase stepwise in an affordable manner is important. Reliability. Again, decentralized, no central station approach is the way we see this, bringing fuel-efficient generation closer to the load centers, having multiple units to minimize the shaft risk on a single generation system, obviously using reliable and proven technology, and again, going back to the optimized dispatch, having the ability to dynamically overcome sudden system events. Finally, for sustainability, we really think the ideal power system has to enable the use of renewables. It has to work with the renewables, and it has to dynamically respond to them. You have to have the ability to effectively integrate these variable resources into the grid. And certainly you want low emissions, and today's technology for that, and I think the bridge to the future is natural gas-fired generation.